All right. Welcome, everybody. Today is Tuesday, March 19th, which is insanity. And this is the Empower Empire team call. Thank you guys for being here and joining, whether it's live or watching this on the recording. Super excited to talk about some things that have been on my heart this week that I just want to share with you guys. But before I get into that, we have some lovely announcements. I'm sure you guys have seen my posts. I'm sure you guys have seen my stories, and I've shared it in the group that I am leaving to go to Haiti and the Bahamas on Sunday, and I am so excited. I'm bringing the family. I'm bringing the husband. It's going to be fantastic because the husband is a part of the family, but whatever. It's going to be fantastic, and I cannot wait for every one of you to be in Punta Cana with us in 2020. It is the trip that I'm going on is the Success Club trip. I earned it from hitting Success Club every single month in 2018. You get it, the more points you earn in Success Club, the more points you get towards the trip, the higher on the ladder you get to earn the invitation. And it's just, this is my first trip. I'm so excited to go. I'm so excited to get some sun and some salt air and sand and all of that. So it's going to be great, but I want you guys there with me in Punta Cana in 2020. So if you would like a vacation on Beachbody, if you would like a vacation where it's actually like good for you and you might not come home feeling like a complete like waste, you know, like that like vacation hangover that you can get sometimes. I feel like I'm not going to have one of these this time, but I could be wrong. Put Punta Cana 2020 on your list of goals, of things to do. Put it on your vision board, put it in your affirmations, put it on your daily goals, because I'm so excited, and it would be even better if we were able to have like team stuff going on there. So definitely put that on your vision board, put that in your goals, and let's have a little team bonding fun in Punta Cana in 2020. We are a month away from Super Weekend. It is April 13th and 14th is the Super Weekend. So make sure you have your tickets. If you don't have tickets yet because you're not sure where an event near you is, make sure you're reaching out to us, post in the group. We can definitely set you up with one, or you can always host your own. All you have to do is I think it's like you need a laptop and something else. So definitely something I've considered when, it's like snowing here in January and we have to go in for Philly Super Sunday. But definitely make sure that is on your list. We also have a Summit, which is coming up in July, which I'm very excited for. And I think if I don't book my flight soon, Mandy's going to like come and book it for me. But it's okay. I'm going. I'm going to be there, whether or not I have to drive or with all the people in the car. We will be there. But make sure you guys have Summit on your calendars if you can get there. I know it's a commitment. I know it's not easy, but it's so, so worth it. You hear from the top coaches. You hear from corporate. You get team bonding. There's workouts. There's workshops. It's so much value tied into 2.5 days that it is so beyond worth it. Other announcements, Ultimate Portion Fix is now live. It is available to everybody and anybody who wants to get it. Those packs are on sale through, I believe, the end of the month. I'm not sure if they're on sale through April, but I will double check that. But make sure anybody you've talked to about it, that you're getting them in, you're talking with them, you're following up with them, you're, just having conversations, you're sharing your journey of that with Ultimate Portion Fix, you're watching the videos, you're being a challenger yourself with this program, because it really is a program for everybody. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but Shaun T and Joel announced that April 15th, they are releasing a Transform 20 Lift 4 hybrid calendar. So if you're not going to be doing the 21-day fix, if you're not going to be, if you don't necessarily know what your next program is going to be, maybe start with the 21-day fix for the next 3 weeks, and then that will take you into April 15th, and you can do the Transform 20 Lift 4 hybrid calendar that they've come out with. You don't need anything special for this. If you did Transform 20, you have the step. If you did Lift 4, you have the weights. So you really don't need anything special. It's all workouts that have already been released. But April 15th is that day where they are going to be releasing that. I personally will not be doing it because I will still be training for Broad Street when that comes out. So I am going to continue with Lift 4. And then I'm a crazy person, but the day after Broad Street, I am going to start 80-Day Obsession. So I cannot wait to do it with everybody on the team. I would love to make it like a team-wide 80-Day Obsession, obsessed with summer obsession. We can like listen to Summer Obsession while we do the workouts. That's a band for anybody who doesn't know. But that's when we're going, that's the plan. So my plan for April is to promote 21 Day Fix, promote Ultimate Portion Fix, get people involved in those. I am going to be working out alongside of them doing Lift 4 and training for Broad Street. So that's the summer. Morning Meltdown 100, the test group kicked off yesterday. That's Jericho's new workout that is coming out at the end of July. That's why 80-Day Obsession is starting May 6th, because it will literally take us till the release of Morning Meltdown 100. I don't want you guys to think that you can't do 80-Day Obsession because maybe you don't have like 80 days or something like that. There is nothing wrong with starting a program and then being like, you know what, this cool new thing came out and I'm going to switch to that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the beauty of Beachbody On Demand. It's the beauty of these workouts and these programs. There's something wrong with being like, you know what, I'm just going to quit and not doing anything and doing that. But I feel like there's nothing really wrong with being like, I have this shiny new thing that I want to play with, and I'm have this shiny new toy I want to play with, and I'm going to play with that. So totally up to you. For me, I want to do 80-Day Obsession. I've wanted to do it since it came out. I wasn't able to because I was pregnant with my daughter, and then just everything kind of came into flux, and I've decided that this is something that I want to do, and I would love for the team to do it with me. So that's why I opened it up to everybody on the team, and it's going to be amazing. So those are the announcements that I have for you. I'm sorry, I cannot get enough water today. I'm like, have like super dry mouth. I feel like I always do that when I'm on these calls, but it's fine. So one thing that has been on my heart and that I have been hearing a lot of lately, and something that I really just want to drive home to you guys tonight, is that, you know what? I'm going to let my girl Rachel do it for me. Hold on one second. Let me share my screen. Let me bring it up for you. Sorry, this is my calendar. I need to get the link for tonight. Okay. Full screen. Can you guys still see this? Okay. 3 minutes. Just bear with me.
I'm going to call bullcrap. I'm going to call bullcrap on you all year long. That's what 2017 is about. Because here's the thing, you guys. It is not about choosing what you want right now. It is about choosing what you want. Other people don't get to tell you what you can have. Someone else doesn't get to tell you who you can be. That's on you. So all in. Take massive action immediately. Not on Monday, not at the new year, not next month. Right now, today, take massive action. Anything you want for yourself, you have to do so. And the first step to getting there is that we're not going to have a dream. We're going to have a plan. Listen to me. Nobody is ever going to care about your dreams as much as you, no matter what they are. Nobody. I believe deeply that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. But you got to set your mind to it and go all in. So you need to start with your goal and reverse engineer from there, and not give up when it gets hard or when it's taking too long, because that is part of life. There are days that are going to be hard, but don't encourage the hard stuff. Don't encourage the suckiness by surrounding yourself with affirmations of giving up. You are stronger than you have become. You can do more than you think you can do. You are capable of whatever you set your mind to. Plan your life accordingly. Sometimes you just have to sit in the hard space. Sometimes you just have to live in the tension. In fact, I think that's the only way that you actually get stronger about anything. You don't grow or change or become who you want to be by sitting in one place. You become that person once you take a leap of faith and you're flying through the air and you have no idea if you have a parachute, how you're going to land, you don't know what you do. That is how you become who you were meant to be. So jump. Maybe you were given this mountain to show other people that it can be moved. The warriors who have walked through hard times, that is how the rest of us know that we can get somewhere. You can look at your past and see a line of mistakes, see only the hard things that life threw your way. Or you can recognize all of the times that you overcame adversity, that you pushed through the hard stuff, that you got it done. And you go through something strong and you become stronger in the process. You remember the power of Me Too, and when you see a sister and she's carrying baggage that you carried for years, now you are stronger. And you can say to her, girl, I can help you carry that load because I know what it feels like to unpack that bag. I will raise my hand and I will be the first person that tells you that it happened to me. And not only did it happen to me, but that I've walked through it and I'm on the other side. Stop crying about what happened and take control of what happens next. Get up right now. Rise up from where you've been. Scrub away the tears and the pain of yesterday and start again. Girl, wash your face.
So that is, I guess it was kind of like a teaser for her book, Girl Wash Your Face. If you haven't read it, I highly suggest reading it. I love it. It's such a good book. I've read it twice, actually. I just started Girl Stop Apologizing, which is her latest book. But basically, what she's saying there, you guys, and what her big message is that comparison is the thief of joy. The second you start comparing yourself to somebody else, you are taking joy away from yourself. You are literally taking it out of yourself and you're passing it on to whoever you're comparing yourself to. And it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense for you to compare your chapter 1, your chapter 10 to somebody's chapter 50, 75, 100, because here's the thing, you guys. We don't know the mountain that somebody climbed to get to the top of it. We don't know what their path looked like. We don't know the struggle, the stressors, any of that stuff. All we see is where they are. We see where we want to be, but we don't see the pathway of how they got there. We just see the end result. So we're comparing our path to the end, to their end result. It's literally comparing apples and oranges. You're comparing two completely different things because you're not comparing where you are in your journey with where they are in their journey. And if they're a similar place than you and they're doing it differently, you don't know why. So all you can do is focus on yourself and focus on the things that you can do every single day to move your business forward, to better yourself, to make yourself the best person, mom, friend, wife, sister, daughter, whoever that you can be. That's all you can focus on. That's all you can control. You can't control what other people do. You can't control what other people think of you. You can't control what other people are going to say, do, any of that. The only thing you can control is what you do every day. Do you let what you think they think? Because chances are they haven't really said it to you. But are you going to let that combat your dreams, combat what this could do for you? Are you going to let them take you down? Are you going to let them be right? Are you going to let the naysayers be right? Are you going to let the negativity take over? Because that's not what this life is about. That's not how life should be lived. And that's not how this business should be ran either. The reason why we compare ourselves is because our limiting beliefs are constantly looking for a story to justify themselves. So if you have this belief that you're not good enough, or you're not skinny enough, or you don't have enough time, or you're not successful enough, or whatever it is, that's what you're going to get in your conversations, in your daily activities, in everything and anything that you're dealing with. Because wherever you're focusing, that's what's going to come back to you. There's a law of stewardship that basically says if you neglect what you already have, you're going to lose it. I was listening to a podcast when I was on my run over the weekend, and it's kind of along the same lines where the majority of us are moms here, and if we're not, we were raised by moms. And have you ever heard the term, oh, if you keep crying, I'm really going to give you something to cry about, right? Like everybody's heard that term. If we haven't said it ourselves, no judgment, judge-free tree over here. But the universe kind of acts in the same way, where if you're going to be grateful, they'll keep giving you things to be grateful for. If you're going to be positive, they're going to keep giving you positive things. They're going to keep giving you like light and butterflies and all that fun stuff. But like, it's true. The more positivity that you bring into yourself, the more you're going to get and the more that you're going to have to pour out. Whereas if you're focused on the negative, if you're focused on just not being able to do the things you want to do, or you're focusing on just the why she can do this and I can't, or it's easy for her, it's easy for this person, and she can do this because of that, and this, that, and the next thing. That's all you're going to get. That's all you're going to be that's all that's going to come to you. So basically, you really don't have any idea of somebody else's story. So let's right now, and I want you guys, please, I beg of you, I want you guys to do this. I know that like we say, like, check out the top coaches, see what they're doing, you can model based off of what they're doing, but we mean model. We don't mean compare yourself. We don't mean, steal what they're doing, anything like that. This business, you guys, is all about you. You are what sets yourself apart from any other coach on this team, any other coach in this network. But you have to be true to yourself. If you're trying to be somebody else, or if you're trying to do something that somebody else is doing, it's not going to be authentic, and it's not going to get you your people. Where if you're being authentic and you're being yourself, then your people are going to come to you, and it's going to be amazing. There ultimately is, I would love to be like, this is everything that you have to do. And if you do this every single day, in 2 years, you will be making $1 million and you will be at the top of the company. I would love to be able to say that to you guys. I don't have that handbook. There is no secret sauce to this business besides consistency and perseverance. Those are, and I believe in my core, the two things that have set coaches apart in this business is showing up every single day, even when they don't feel like it, and persevering through the hard times, making sure that they are, the more no's they hear, the more people they're talking to. I get it, you guys. It's hard. It's not easy to be told no all the time, to be, bashed on, to be, oh, that's a scheme, that's this, that's that, that's the next thing. It's not easy, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it when you can take your family on a vacation, when you can pay your grocery bill, when you can put your gas in your car, when you can literally know that the harder you work, the more fruition is going to come to you. But there's no, other than the 4 vital behaviors and other than what we're giving to you, there really is no like magic script. There's no perfect way. There's nothing like that. It's as simple as being yourself, which can be super hard for many of us. The couple things I want you guys to remember is, if you're struggling with people not responding to your messages, if you're struggling with people just saying no, giving you the price objection, one thing is, it is rare, like beyond rare, that the first time you ever talk to somebody, they're like, yep, sign me up. Think about it. Like, when you walk through Target, there's nobody really like selling you in Target, right? Like, you're just kind of like walking and you're doing your thing, and you grab, if you're me, you grab pretty much everything from every department, but you get what you think you need. And then when you get to the checkout line, you're like, and you're putting it on the cart, you're like, oh, I don't need this. And you talk yourself out of it. It's the same thing with with this business, guys. It's the same thing with these fitness programs. People will talk themselves out of it because they probably have a history of committing to something and not seeing it through. Every person who's ever had a gym membership ever, because that's what gyms bank on, is you signing up for their membership and not ever using it, because that's how they make their money. They have a history of that, or they have a history of falling off nutritionally, not doing a diet, which is, making sure we're driving home that point that this isn't a diet. This isn't, a gym membership. This is it's a one-time cost. The monthly shakes, which they're going to fall in love with if they drink it for 30 days, are going to be amazing for them, and it's going to help them so well. If you guys haven't listened to the National Wake Up Call with Isabel and Darren O'Lean, definitely go back and listen to that, because they give some great insights into Shakeology and how they harvest the ingredients, and why Shakeology is at the price point it is when there's other shakes on the market that are less than half of what it is. So go and educate yourself on that. But it really is, it's not, you're not alone, right? It's just, if people are saying no to you, or if they're saying it because of where they're at. It's not because of anything you're saying. It's not anything you're doing. It's not that you're not saying the perfect thing or doing the right thing or anything like that. It is where they are in their journey. They tell you no, you ask them if you can check back in with them for the next group. That's it. Like, I cannot tell you how many people are here because I checked back in with them. People say it all the time on our coach calls. They're like, yeah, I'm here because Liz kept bothering me. Like, you're welcome. But it's just like, that's just what you do. You keep checking back in with somebody until they tell you, take me off your list, or I'm ready. And it really is that simple. That's why we tell you guys to start with friends and family, so you get those people into your funnel, and then hopefully they get more people into your funnel as well, and they can help you. The other thing to focus on is, make sure you're adding value to your posts. Take those objections that you're hearing and put those into your posts. If people are telling you they don't have enough time, give them time-saving tips. Give them ways that you get your workout in when you're working, or your kids are running around like crazy, or you're exhausted and you still just, need to show up because you have dreams and you have goals, and that's what you're pushing for. But showing value, showing, a day of eating, showing how, just showing the how and the why behind it. Listen, you guys, people don't care that you did a workout. People don't care that you have this, this recipe that you cooked for dinner. People care how you got that recipe ready when you have your kids running around and you have activities that you have to get to, and you have all the things in life that you have going on. That's what they care about. They care about why you work out. They care about how you get it done. They care about what it does for you, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. One of the big things that I talk about a ton is that my workouts help with my anxiety, and they really, really do. And I share my personal development because that does the same thing. So it's really about sharing value as well. Before you post anything, but like if you're typing it out or anything like that, ask yourself, how are you adding value to your followers right now? How are you adding value to your audience? If it's nothing more than you're posting to post, don't post it. I'd rather you guys don't post and add value than just throw things up there to have something visible on social media. Which kind of contradicts what I've been telling you, but it's fine. But honestly, I mean, you guys, it's adding value. It's being there, being consistent, being the person who they think of when they're like, oh, you know what, I really need, a new recipe, or I really, I've seen her do her workouts and I think I'm ready to try to get in shape for summer. All of that. You want them to think of you. And they do that from you being consistent and you being perseverant. So that's really what I wanted to drive home with you guys tonight. I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys can remember that your chapter 1 should not be compared to anybody else's chapter. It doesn't even matter if it's their chapter 1. Just I think I forgot to say this, but if you're following those top coaches and you start comparing yourself to them, please unfollow them. Please, for the love of God, unfollow them, because it's not doing anything for you. If you are in this state of anxiety and in this state of, just not a good place, do a social media audit. Look at who you're following. Look at what you're consuming. Look at what pops up on your feed, because chances are, if you're feeling inadequate, it's because you're consuming media that's making you feel that way. So start consuming media that makes you feel adequate and that you are worthy of everything and anything that you want to achieve in this life, because you are. So with that, I am going to leave you guys. If you have any questions, I would suggest getting in touch with me before Saturday. I fly out Saturday morning. We're going to fly out to Florida, and then we're staying overnight in Fort Lauderdale. We did get the internet package for the ship, but I mean, you never know what that's going to be like. So I would suggest getting in touch with me before Saturday. I can give you guys as many Success Club tips as I want, but ultimately it comes down to using that tracker every single day. It comes down to doing your invites every single day. And if you're finding that you're not, getting the right people or anything like that, then it's adding to your network and making sure, you're sending out more invites. Your invite, you guys, does not have to be this huge elaborate thing. It can literally just be, hey, thanks for checking out my stories. Thanks for the love of my posts. I'm getting ready to start a new accountability group. Would you like to join it? Or would you like more information? It doesn't need to be anything crazy. So that is all I have for you tonight. I have some things I'm going to go finish up for our new coach training. And then we are going to kick off another one when I get back from the Bahamas. I'm so excited. All right, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take a quick pick. We'll just do a still one. Yay. Say cheese. I think I took it. No, I didn't. Oh, yeah, take it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that time I took it. All right, guys. Have a great night. Go crush your goals, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.